Hey, what up? This is your boy, the Solo Traveler ORD. Thanks again for checking out another one of my videos. Of course, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit that bell while you are here, and I appreciate the support. And of course, likes are free. Please don't forget to like the video. Definitely helps me out. So I'm back with another video review. This time I'm doing one on JustPearlyThings. So she just had a podcast just recently with Melody King, with MTR and other people in the cast. And it was actually a really good discussion that was going on. And one of the things that actually came up was about the passport bros. So of course, since the passport bros had came up, of course I gotta do a reaction video on that because they actually came up. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into the video. We're gonna see exactly what was said and my reactions to what they were saying.
So if 20-ish-year-old men are going their own way, then this is something that has to be looked at, because our birth rate right now in America is the lowest that it's been in like 40 years. And we're catching up to Japan. So we have to address these issues today, because if not, you don't want to be in a country with a rapidly declining birth rate. That's like being in a corporation with a rapidly declining profit margin. But you don't want to be a part of that.
We have to understand that those guys are actually,
MBA, you know
those guys are actually, you said they're opting for video games. They're also opting to actually leave the country, hence passport bros, right?
Shout out to the
There we go. As he said, shout out to the passport bros, you know, with the whole movement and lifestyle that is going on. But let's continue.
Passport bros.
Right, there you go. So what's happening is America doesn't understand, and I guess women don't understand, that what they're doing is that they're pushing their men away. So they're pushing their men away to these other countries and then cursing them out for going to these other countries while pushing them away. So it's
Let me stop right there because that is very idiotic. You guys see this, right? These women have pushed men away and then starts talking crap about the men that are going somewhere else. Make that make sense. This is the bizarre world that we're living in. That women say that these men are dusties, these men don't have no money, they're broke, they're whatever you could think of. So this is the funny thing about it. But let's go ahead and proceed.
So it's a whole vicious cycle of what's going on in America. I actually think, like you said, America's birth rate is going to get like Japan's, and what is going to happen is that Americans are going to be having babies with other women from other countries, and America's going to, I think we're seeing the fall of America. Actually, I think we're seeing it in real time.
That's what it's abuse. So what does it say? If I don't want you, no one else can have you. And then you see these women that's like, oh, they're broken, dusty. They can't get women. They can't get up with a woman like me. But that's why they have to go there. But they reject these men, treat these men like crap. And then when they go and these men, and first of all, this is pride to think you're better than a woman who in another country. Just because she's in another country, you're so much better than her. That just shows like you're all for women and you want women to win, but yet these women from these other countries, they're poor. They'll just get with a man for a sandwich. I mean, I've just seen the most deranged thing.
Yeah, and that's what we always find funny. If you're all for women empowerment, if you're all for women, why is it a problem for a man to go to another country and deal with women? You would think that if the man were to go deal with another man, I could see them being pissed off. That's basically you're losing out on another man. But no, just because these men are using their options to go deal with another woman, now they're giving out these disparaging, comments about these women, about the men. It's crazy. So basically, like she said from the start, if I can't have you, nobody else can have you. That is selfish, extremely selfish.
Learn from them.
It's abusive.
Why don't we learn? It's like
absolutely. I've talked about
if someone's getting an A in a class, you don't get mad at them. You take notes. Why are they winning?
Facts.
Why are they winning?
It's pride. We feel like we own our men in our culture, and it's like if I reject you, and a lot of times women are not wanting to compete. If I use the word compete with women, they're just like, I don't have to compete.
Oh, no,
love is love.
He should like me for me.
Right. They don't want you having more options outside of what they're giving you. So like they want you to accept their lower standards.
I think that's why women shame men for having standards, is because then they don't have to compete for a man.
Absolutely.
If we can convince him that we're the best and have slept around, we're overweight, we're like anything that a guy, when we're older, then we don't have to compete. We don't have to bring anything else to the table.
Facts, no pincer.
Exactly. And that's why they're upset at passport bros, blue book gentlemen, travelers, men that has checked out. because we don't accept their standard that they're giving us. Basically, so many words. They're telling us, here's the piece of crap. Here's whatever crap that we're going to give you, and you better take it and be happy with it. And passport bros, blue book gentlemen are saying, no, we don't want it. We're going somewhere else. And they don't like that. They don't like the fact that these guys are going elsewhere to choose better options, better quality, women that are going to treat them good, treat them like, respect them like the men that they should be respected as they take care of these women. That's the problem.
Modern women today will shame, insult, and guilt you out of your standards. They will shame, insult, and guilt you out of your requirements.
And how can we improve if we don't even admit there's a problem? If you're overweight, the first thing you have to do is weigh yourself. But as women, we can't even weigh ourselves without pointing at the men.
Jesus Christ. But then that's why I said it's. I really do believe, like, on a deeper note, I believe we're watching the fall of a nation right in front of our eyes. I actually believe that we're watching the fall of the West in general right in front of our eyes. And I said the women, and I say that because the women are degenerating, in my personal opinion. If the women are degenerating, the whole society goes to pot. The men are now saying that they can be women now. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm saying the whole society is going to pot. So we can sit here and, because for me, I think it's not just relationships that need saving. It's the whole society.
Yeah. Do you think looking at women, you can tell what a society looks like?
Before they answer that, and he made that one point about is the whole culture. Yes, it is the whole entire culture. That is why you see men of all ethnicity leaving the United States and going to other countries looking for women, looking for wives. Passport bros is not just one group of men that, basically the black man has become to be like the mascot or whatever, the face of, the passport bros. But no, other men are a part of passport bros, such as white men, Latinos, whatever you could think of. All men that are tired, that don't want to deal with this modern women and stuff that is being out here, this is why they chose to fly out and find something better in another country. So this is a cultural issue in the United States, and not just a one specific group in the United States that's suffering from this.
If you want to see what a society looks like, you look at the women.
100%. You can look at society, and that is why men are flying over from the West to another country and getting play. The women from the West, they can't fly over somewhere else to go and get men.
No,
there's absolutely no way they can go over and get men from over there. They'll be like, there's no way I'm dealing with that.
Women cannot go. We don't have the same. If Western men are not wanting us and can't deal with us, we can't get a man here. Men from more traditional countries, which the vast majority of the other countries in the world are way more traditional than the West, especially the U.S. I don't know about the UK, but the U.S., if the men there say that you're a hot mess and they're not wifing you up, you're not going to go to Italy, Portugal or Brazil and get a man unless he's trying to get a visa.
I gotta.
Let's keep it a buck. Shouts out to Black Man Travels for that goes out to you. But one thing I want to say is that there's two sides to this. Yes, men are checking out, which is a bad situation for the westernized culture. They're going to other countries finding wives. However, you also got to look at this. Only a percentage of men can do this. So although we do predict the collapse of the Western culture because men are choosing to go to choosing other options or so, but there are still a lot of men that are left in the society that have no choice but to deal with the women here, or they may have to just be celibate and just be by themselves, whatever. I don't know, but because it all depends on how much money you have, because we all know that you need to have money to travel. You need to have money to be able to travel consistently as much as a blue book gentleman, passport bro, or a traveler, because to have a relationship, you need to be able to leave the country at least once every 2 to 3 months. You need to be able to leave the country at least that many times to spend time with your mate to build that relationship. So, as I was saying, that's the issue. I don't think plenty of men will be able to do this, but just keep that in the back of your mind that this is only for the top tier men.
contradict that because I'm the digital nomad, right? I'm the person who's traveling and going to these places. However, I will say that I have an open mindset that I'm going in culturally, and to you guys' point, I want to study from the A student, right? I want to understand their culture more.
What do you disagree with?
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just providing a different perspective of a woman.
You said you disagree with that, so I was just wondering, disagree with what? What part of?
She's backtracking a little bit. So her disagreement is that she's trying to say that if women go and assimilate to that other culture, that they could do it. Here's the problem. Just think about it. Think about this. A foreign man, he knows that his woman or the women that is there in his country has been homegrown in his country to be the woman that, you know, he expect a woman should be. Why would he choose a woman who is finally learning how to be a woman of such in his country? That's a lot of work. Why would he need to put in that extra work and have to fight with that woman? It doesn't make sense. More than likely, he's going to deal with another type of woman, the woman of in his country, or another country that is similar to his country, unless he has another motive, which is to go, you know, probably for a visa, whatever. And this is why most relationships from American women to other, you know, men in other countries doesn't work. It's because of the dynamics. For men who leave the United States and look for women, it works out because number one, we have the money and resources, and every woman in the world wants a man who has resources so that they can be taken care of. That's point blank. That's across the globe.
What he said.
Oh, no. I'm following behind Melanie here. Mm-hmm. Or I'm sorry. Yeah. With the fact of women not being able to do that. And so I'm saying as a digital nomad who is doing that, who has been doing that since the pandemic, my experience has been different. But it's because I'm coming into these cultures and I'm understanding, to your point, I'm studying the A student, your submissive nature, your culture, right? What are we not doing in America that we should be doing better, right? Because we aren't getting it over there. So that's been my mindset. So I've literally been in Portugal. I'm literally in London, and I've getting hit on from guys all the time who are seriously wanting relationships. They're wanting marriage. And it's because I'm making friends in these different cultures, and they're teaching me, be submissive, you know, learn a little bit. And this is how we serve our men. This is how we cater to them. This is how we are, you know, providing that. And I'm honestly, American women should be doing it more. It's life-changing.
Yeah.
It is.
Sorry.
Let me comment on something real quick.
Before we move on, I just want to say, as you can see, she's dating. She's been a digital nomad since the pandemic started. At this point, she still haven't found or even in a relationship or even getting married. Once again, because it is a long process for her. Now, if she would take those skills and go back to the United States, she would be good. No problems. But trying to deal with a man in another country is not going to work out for her.
Sarah said something that was incredibly important, and I just don't want us to skip through it because it was so important. You said that the direction or the way that we are moving right now is leading to the fall of our society.
That's correct.
And if you think about what has been the cornerstone to build the West, the cornerstone has been hard-working men. Hard-working men. But the hard-working man today gets no respect.
That's right.
The sanitation worker, the construction worker, the plumber. They get no respect today. And it's just, that's why on my channel, I ensure that these men get airtime frequently. The oil rig workers, all shit, if you just strip them off today, our world would be in calamity, even today. And these same exact men don't get respect.
Yep.
And the thing is, I think to myself, like, what? Why is that? The modern woman today has been tricked that her education is correlated to her intelligence, or it's correlated to the type of man that she is owed.
Her worth is equivalent to that, yeah.
Yeah. That is the problem for modern women. And I want to show you guys one more clip after this. It's very short.
I'm going to take that and I'm going to flourish it. I'm going to cultivate it because that's what I believe women are purposed to do, right?
Yeah, but do you believe that men from other countries are looking at women in America specifically thinking, I want that American woman?
Absolutely not.
Right.
Okay. But I approach it differently, right? I'm not coming over there as the American girl.
Exactly. There you go. There you have it. She knows. Everybody knows. Now everybody's looking. They don't want to deal with American women because they know that what comes with the woman. and because the fact that she's modern women, and we're not saying every woman, but the problem is there is a lot of them like that. So basically, it kind of is sad, but it makes you all look bad. But that is it. I don't want to overextend this video. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you guys think about this. Did you guys enjoy this conversation in reference to the Passport Bros and the whole movement and everything, and what they had to say about it? Once again, thanks so much for watching this. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. I'm out.